let the band deal with this.
Jimmy Butler puts the Heat back up by one. Adebayo flipping it up and in. Tyler Hero from way downtown. Fantastic play for the first-time All-Star. Hero for three. Yes!
This guy.
That is a tough shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
Led the league in blocks last year, fourth this year, and there's nobody blocking that.
Rebound, Adebayo, right over Smart, puts it up and in.
Because right now, the Miami Heat are making sure that their presence is felt.
Yup. Welcome to the fucking post-game show. I'm your host, Roy A. Shepard. And hooray, huzzah, the Clutch Corner is taking this bitch over tonight. Everybody's appropriately in all black, except for Adam all of a sudden. But I'll introduce the cast anyway. With me, I have the world's greatest couch GM, Adam Barai, the first lady of 5 Reasons Sports, Alana Tahauer, and of course, my two guys, one time for the Kane Gang, Kendall and Threat. Post-game show sponsored by A Aggressive Insurance. Visit her at insurancebylynette.com or give her a phone call at 954-581-8800. Thank you, Jonathan Ramacon, who's in the back producing. You don't have to put that up, as Alana can attest. I can do that from memory. Thank you, CPT Florida, who also sponsored the post-game show. You got any IT needs for your small business? Please visit cptflorida.com. They can help you with phone, voice, messaging, camera, security, all that kind of stuff. Visit cptflorida.com. And we cannot forget to mention the sponsor of the Clutch Corner itself, and that is Manscaped. I know you guys love for Alana to do this, but in order to get all this shit out the way, I'm going to do it. Visit Manscaped.com. Use the promo code 5RSN for 20% off your order plus free shipping. They got ball shit. Shave your balls, your body, your bitch might even thank you. It doesn't matter, because tonight the Heat almost got 30 balled by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I know Bam and Jimmy didn't play, but let's hear from you guys. I've talked long enough. Alana, let's start with you. Wait, let's start something else. Thank you for the $4.99. Don't know Jamal. $4.99. It says I'm supposed to be jolly and in the Christmas spirit. Instead, I'm home watching the TV scared like it's Halloween again. Yes, this game was fucking ugly. Alana, give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
Tonight might be the ugliest game that I've seen in a really long time. Like, I have no idea what I watched. I don't understand anything that happened. The only bright spot for me was that Tyler is looking like he's fully kind of back. And Max Strus looked good, but it was horrendous. I could not wait for this game to end.
I agree. I could not wait for this game to end. Dark times ahead for Heat Nation. Oh, yes, indeed. What? Yo, keep watching this game, bro. Keep watching this team without Bam Adebayo. Thank you, Daniel Rutledge, for the $1.99 dono. He said Duncan need to get the F word out of here. Some on this panel would agree. Kendall, you have an interesting name tonight. What is that? $42,544,128. Whatever does that represent, my good man? And tell me your thoughts on the game.
That is the simple math of Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry's salary for this season.
Mm-hmm.
I saw two highly paid individuals. Bullshit, they weigh. Duncan is running the best. He's a part of the best high-level, intense hit training. P90X. The pyramid. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's
Billy Blake's fucking Tybo face ass.
Duncan Shiesty. Hey, Duncan Shiesty. That boy might have been a part of Extra and Money Heist. I mean, what the movie with Denzel? That boy is really getting the bag right now to do some high level cardio.
The movie with Denzel.
I forgot what it was called, but I liked it, and I think Gerard Butler was in it, man. But whatever, forget all that shit. That man, he almost went Tony Snell. Nah, that's disrespectful to Ben Simmons. That's disrespectful.
Okay, now you're going too far.
I said what I said.
I
That
you did.
that is disrespectful to Benjamin. But how I'm rocking, man, that boy, he just up and down the court, and I ain't just finna get on him cause Fat Kyle pushing it up the court when you got nobody with you, 3-on-1. You get to the dotted line, you're gonna try to just put the dump truck in reverse and look for a trailer, bro. You're throwing the lob to Deadman as he pushing up court. You about to get the senior citizen taken out. We already ain't got nobody. Bam just broke the urolateral whatever. Shout out to Gab. 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. And that's why I got the 45 in the parentheses. Because, I mean, Duncan, if it's on me, bro, you better count your fucking days, bro. Because I got a one-way ticket. You must have your passport, my brother. It is getting stamped. And on that stamp, it's going to say, Wong Dong Tigers. Ni hao. I want that man gone. I can't stand to watch him play basketball. 55 reasons why. Shout out to Adam Barai. When I see him shoot the ball, I want to cry. The score made me want to die. I'm in my bag. I'm spitting bars. I go hard. I'm on fire like Mars. I got nothing else to say. It's a shitty day. Don't feel like Ice Cube because today wasn't a good day.
Woo! Woo! Only thing we can do after that is get some money, man. You feel me? You got to get money after getting drunk like that. Thank you, Nick Ordonez, for the $1.99. Don't know. He said, feel for Duncan. No, I do not. He said, jokes aside, he must feel shitty. He is getting paid a whole lot of money to not do his job. Michael Regalado, thank you for the $1.99. Don't know. He said, I would trade Duncan for Bagley in a heartbeat. Not enough money from Sacramento coming back. Thank you, Jason Adebuale, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said, tired of Kyle inbounding the ball fast as hell and running down the court to do nothing, as we all are. Thank you, SRT Dre, for the $1.99. Don't know. He said, hey, let's pay a 35-year-old overweight point guard $30 million. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Thank you, Alex Campbell, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said, I said Duncan currently is the worst starter in the league like this. He does nothing for us like this. Man, worse than our G League dudes. I don't know if he's the worst starter in the league, but he down there. Thank you, John Miley, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said Robinson in a long line of Riley signings that have taken a major step back. Whiteside, Waiters, Tyler Johnson, and now this. Do not put this man in the same class as Hassan Whiteside or Deion Waiters or Tyler Johnson. He has been way more productive over the course of his career than a lot of them, aside from Whiteside with that stat stuffing shit. But let's get back to this game. Threat, my boy, your name says you're the Grinch, which means that you are a mean one tonight. What were your feelings on tonight's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Whole lot of ass shit going on, man. It's a whole lot of ass shit going on that damn court. Oh my God, this team is sorry as hell, and y'all killed me. I got slandered. Y'all was on my head top, and I told y'all Pat Riley put together some bullshit, and we
okay. Let's not pretend this isn't all because of injuries. Y'all are wilding right now.
Injuries.
Yeah, you know the main problem we're struggling with. Duncan has a mental block right now.
Oh,
it's not like his shot's broken.
Check still cashing. I don't want to hear
check
about
still.
It's not coming out of your pocket. Why do you care?
Because I'm a fan.
I don't. Okay.
Ben has a mental block. He took himself out of the game.
Let's let him finish his point before we all get to jumping down each other's throat. I want everybody to get a chance to speak their piece.
I'm just keeping it 100. That I was iffy about the roster from day one, and now we seeing the fruits of the labor of what he put out. Man, it's a lot of iffy shit. I watched the game today, and not one player looked good to me today. Yeah, Tyler put up 21, but that was a real inefficient 21. Not one of those shots looked real smooth. I mean, every shot was hard as hell to get, and I'm the biggest Tyler hero stand here. Every damn shot was tough to get for Tyler. Duncan Robinson, there's nobody on this planet who slandered Duncan Robinson more than me, and I was on that train from day one. And I told people day one as well that Strus was going to outplay Duncan eventually, possibly might be able to take that spot once we trade him. I was saying that. But then I was watching Strus play today, and he's a terrible. Oh my, he's awful defensively. I know. Hey, everybody's gonna catch this straight today. I don't give a damn. The Grinch is in full effect. Everybody was asked today. I was seeing Deadman. Round of applause. Yeah, he gave a lot of effort, but he was forcing a whole lot of shit today. 5 for 13. I never want to see him take 13 shots ever again in my life. That shit was awful. We saw KZ Okpala outscore Duncan Robinson. That's just embarrassing. Yurt still not getting real minutes because Yurt is not good enough. Oh God, Kyle Lowry. Wow. Everybody was praising Pat Riley for the Kyle Lowry. Oh, the pace. Oh, he's throwing the ball ahead. Oh, wow. Hey, that shit ended real fucking quick. That shit is over with real fucking quick. A big ass reality check. Oh, it doesn't matter if his shot's not falling. Oh, everything's all right. No, it matters now. It matters now, and everybody wants to say, yeah, we got no Jimmy, we got no Bam. A lot of teams are playing without their stars. It's a lot of guys hurt. The Heat are not the only injury depleted team in the NBA. The Nets are doing it without Kyrie. You saw the Bucks without Middleton, without Drew, and they were staying afloat. I mean, the Heat got to figure it out. It's a lot of bullshit going on. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lot of bullshit on this roster right now.
Okay, you said a lot there, my guy. And I appreciate that. Jonathan, let me get these donos. Thank you, SRT Dre, for the $199. He said $90 million for a guy that can't shoot, defend, or pass. Yes. Hey, seems like you're not alone out here with this dunking targeting. Let me get the next one, please, Jonathan. Thank you, Michael Regalado, for the $199. Don't know again. He said Rockets fleece. They're about to get a top 5 pick. Not a chance. David Sassy, thank you for the $5 dono. He said, if I'm Spo, I'm making Duncan learn the Chinese national anthem backwards. Let these $5 be a part of the donation for Duncan's plane ticket. No, listen, bro. I think my guy can take all the help you can get. Oh, the unidentified celebrity review, $5. More consistent than Duncan could ever think about being, because every show my dog come through, and I don't even have to read the comment because I already know what it says. But he said, sorry, I'm late. Oh, this is a new part. He said, is Duncan still a bum? Yes, Duncan is a bum. Hi, Alana. What's up, y'all? Questions, everything. Thank you for the $2 dono. He said the mechanic was solid as hell. What you mean? Okay. Thank you, SRT Dre again. He said, start Alana over Duncan. Bet she can hit more threes. Obviously. That's easy.
Right now, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I seen an Alana video of her shooting. Performance impeccable. Thank you, Alex Campbell, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said, what teams are missing they top 2 guys in winning? Yeah, but this is only one game where we're missing our top 2 guys. You know, not like. Thank you, Daniel Rutledge, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said, guarantee y'all Lowry would be putting up 16 plus if he was still with the Raptors. Yeah, because he's the unquestioned leader of that team. Nobody can tell him or make him pass the ball. Adam Barat, we waited a long time to get to you, brother. You said 55 reasons why. I'm pretty sure I know where you're going.
I can't give you 55 reasons right now, or we'll be here all night. But
okay, but yeah, talk about the game, bro.
I wish I could retweet every single one of y'all. I think the one I'll have to disagree with the most is gonna have to be the Grinch right below me, because man, this just tells me that Jimmy Butler is the league MVP. The league MVP. This is how they look, this is, you're missing your best 2 players. All right. This game was a shit show from the first quarter. It was awful. I'll give you that. But let me see how the next 5 or 6 go when they get Jimmy Butler back, when they get their number 1 guys. The Bucks stayed afloat because they had the number 1 guy. They had their league MVP. It wasn't the other guys. They had their best player. Let me see what this team looks like. Can they stay afloat with Jimmy? Can they stay a 500 team with Jimmy? If they can't, then I'll react the same way you did. But this game was a shit show from the start to the finish. I will never rewatch any part of this game again. Tyler got his quota. He got 21 points. That's all I care about. Duncan, we'll talk about you in 45 days when you're in China. No, when you're in Sacramento. But that's all I have to say.
Which is the same.
It's the same thing.
I don't know why Sacramento would make that move. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Michael Regalado, for the
Sacramento.
$4.99. Don't know. Right, they do stuff like this all the time. PJ Tucker is trash. Also, I will not entertain that. His offense will disappear come playoffs. That may be true, but that's not what we brought him for anyway. He said we need to call for Bagley first thing tomorrow. They'll take anything for him. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't agree with a large portion of that comment. I don't care what PJ Tucker does on offense. I will never care whether he scores 20 points or whether he scores 0 points. I will never care about what PJ Tucker is doing on offense. That is not where his value comes from. Thank you, SRT Dre, for the $1.99. Don't know. He said Lowry and Duncan for Ben Simmons. I don't care what Jimmy says. If they'll do it. Thank you, Kachi Chisholm, for the $1.99. Don't know. He said Kane game. He said 19 and 15. Defund long shot. Wong Dong. Yes. Okay, Alana, I'm gonna throw this to you. Was Jimmy and Bam's absence the only reason that Miami lost this game, or was there an opportunity in there somewhere for them to be competitive, and they just kind of like pooted it away?
No, I mean, of course, that wasn't the only reason. We look terrible. Again, I'm glad that Tyler looks to be coming back. I wasn't expecting like a flawless game from him because he just got back here. But I mean, no, we needed way more from Kyle. Obviously, Duncan is a liability at this point. So no, that's not the only reason. I don't know. I'm not really surprised, I guess, by the way that things have been going this season because there's been so much instability and inconsistency. Like, we should have won tonight for sure. But yeah, Bam and Jimmy not being there, that doesn't help when other stuff isn't going right. We just, like, it's either everything is clicking for us or nothing clicks at this point.
No, I think that's it right there. But I also, here's what I believe. I believe that there are times that if we're going to be a good team, then even without Jimmy and Bam, then the guys like Duncan, Tyler, and Kyle are supposed to lead us against Cleveland tonight, right?
Oh, 100%, but they can't. Like, it just, this isn't
and they can't, and that's kind of like the gripe that I think people have. It's not that they aren't, it's that they can't do it without them. Like, so why are we paying Kyle $30+ million? Why are we paying Duncan all this money? And why are we putting Tyler Hero on the pedestal like he's already cemented the 6 Man of the Year candidate if they cannot produce without the top two guys?
But I don't think we should be that hard on Tyler tonight. Like, that's not, he just got back. Like, if I just feel like, I mean, he could have done better, sure, but I don't, like, if we're really going to start pointing fingers, I feel like Tyler's the last person that I want to be talking about.
Yeah, no, it's not so much, to me, it's not so much about pointing fingers. So, and I want to throw this to Kendall. Like, for me, it's just kind of like the shot creation. Like, sure, Tyler just got back, but he created nothing tonight. Like, there wasn't, like, any shot creation. You're just throwing shit up at the rim. Like, if we're talking about this growth, then is his growth as dependent on Bam? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all dependent on each other. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, they all need each other. I'm not saying that that's right or not frustrating, but, like, it is what it is. To me, it's pretty damn clear. It's been clear all season. Once one guy, two guys go out, we're in shambles.
That's fair. That's fair. Kendall, is it fair for us to kind of like shift the blame onto one or two people, or should we, take a more holistic view at this situation? Or a couple guys, I'll just put it like that. Is it fair for us to like pin this on the top three guys that we had left?
That we have left?
That we had on tonight. So Kyle, Tyler, and Duncan.
Absolutely. That $42,544,128 ain't there for no reason. I mean, Kyle, like, bro, like, it just seems like lately you haven't really felt like his impact other than like late in games. But like, this was a game like you knew from the jump. The way last game went with Bam going into that game versus Jokic, everyone on Twitter that night, once we saw that Jimmy and Tyler wasn't playing, like, that it was like, oh, Bam needs to step up and do this. Bam has to do this. Bam 20 and 10. Bam has to do this. Okay, and still guarding Jokic. Tonight, it was just like, all right, Kyle, do something. And it was like, bro, you had Darius Garland. And it's like, Darius Garland and Ricky Rubio and those guys in the backcourt held you down, like, where you couldn't be an efficient player. And like, and Duncan, honestly, I've said, like, I'm kind of through with Duncan. I've said from the jump, like, I just kind of felt like you could kind of see it coming. Like, his shots were getting easier. They were different. Yes, they were more spot ups, but he just wasn't hitting them. So I was out on him, but still, like tonight, bro, you can't hit 1-3, and I'm glad his streak is over. So I'm glad we don't have to keep hearing about that. Like last year in the playoffs, we heard them boo Bam for struggling against Milwaukee. Like, all right, it's time to get on everybody else. When they play like ass, like Duncan and Kyle, they needed to step up. They needed to be productive. And at least to lose by almost 30, man, like that's tough to the Cavaliers from Cleveland. Like, fuck Joakim Noah, but like you said, who wants to go to Cleveland? They're not cool. Like, it should have been a competitive game. Like, because we play hard, because we play tough. Like, all those guys off the bench, Strus, Gabe, Caleb, they're gonna try. They're gonna make people work. Like, they may not be good defenders in terms of Strus, but they're gonna make people work. So for no production and no impact from Kyle and Duncan, like, that's troubling. Like, so I think a lot of the blame, we could look at those two and be like, yeah, like, they definitely let us down, and this game should have looked a little different tonight. Well, a lot different tonight.
Yeah, before I get to some of the donuts, I want to kind of address some like the Tyler stuff. Look, guys, during the game, I did not personally care how many times Tyler Hero shot the ball.
Facts.
I did not. I said it on the stream. I said it in our group chats. Like, I don't give a fuck if Tyler shoot the ball every time he touch it. I think what I really wanted to see, though, is kind of like I wanted to see some of that growth. I wanted to see him get himself some of those easier shots that he got when we have our main guys in there. And I think like this game just kind of illuminated a little bit, you know what I mean, how much he needs those guys to continue the success that he's been having. That's the only thing that I'm saying. So could you put up some of the donos for me, Ronnie Khan? I know I've got a couple of Ronnie Khan. I didn't even say your name right. Thank you, Alex V, for the $2 dono. He said, I'll take Eric Gordon for Duncan at this point. Not a chance. Michael Regalado, thank you for the $1.99 dono. He said should have extended Crowder. It didn't make sense at the time. Thank you, Samurai Kai, for the $1.99. He said, by the way, sorry for cursing Idris 19-15. Thank you, Michael Regalado, again for the $1.99.
It still doesn't make sense to extend Jay Crowder.
No, it doesn't.
Not at the time. It still doesn't.
Yeah, like in hindsight, it sounds good, but it doesn't make sense. So, what's the soonest date Duncan can be traded? January 15th. Jason Adebwale, thank you for the $4.99. Don't know. He said Kyle is cooked. No need to waste your time on analysis. I always thought dude was overrated in Toronto anyway. I think with our full complement of players, then Kyle Lowry is fine. He's needed to score situationally. Like tonight, we may feel as fans that tonight was one of those situations where Kyle needed to score, but in his mind, why do it if we're going to lose anyway? Daniel Rutledge, that might not be his mentality, but I'm just saying, like, that's how I justify it. Daniel Rutledge, thank you for the $4.99. Don't know. He said Lowry and Duncan for Lillard. It works contract-wise, and Lillard wants out of Portland deep down. Listen, bro, if Portland going to do that, then I'm going to do that. Gadiel Cardenas said, I did my part. I'm creating a new Apple account every day just so I can give the Long Shot Pod a 1-star rating. Thank you, Jason Adebwale, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said Tyler couldn't create space with marketing as his primary defender.
I mean, Tyler is not quick. He's not elusive. He has no agility, and marketing is 7'4" with his wingspan?
Wingspan,
yeah. Probably bigger. Like, yeah, Tyler was going to struggle.
Yeah, Tyler's faster, but he's not faster than long arms.
Yeah.
No.
And he can't jump, so.
So I'm not going to do the same thing to you, Threat, and give you both Kyle and Duncan because you'll be here all day. I'm going to give you Kyle or Duncan. Which one of those guys kind of like is disappointing you most with the way that they played this season?
Not even close, man. It's Duncan. It's not even a thought, man. I mean, I slandered Kyle Lowry today, but for the most part, man, I don't know what are we really expecting from Lowry. Are we did our fans expecting CP3? I don't know. I don't know what fans are expecting, but he's not shooting the way I want to, and he's not taking over sometimes. But we have seen glimpses and moments for Duncan. It's just I don't know, man. He's like a Zumba instructor, dog. He's just running cardio out there. It's embarrassing to watch, man. I get so frustrated watching Duncan play sometimes because when his shot is not falling, you see no effort with anything else he does on the court. not even for his screen of pop-ups to the back to the top of the three, not for long rebounds at all. The defense is always been asked, but I mean, we're seeing little effort from him doing everything else on the court. I mean, what can he do at an okay rate that justifies him being on the court? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You talk about his defense. His one stat tonight was a steal. So
That must have fell in his lap. I gotta rewatch the game.
No,
Yeah, they thought it was Kevin Love.
Michael Regalado, thank you again for the $1.99 dono. He said, "What can we give up for Bagley that'll work cap wise?" Adam, isn't Bagley cheap?
Impossible. Next question.
Okay. Next question is, this is kind of what it's going to be in terms of our power rotation for the next couple weeks with Bam being out. Like, we got that news. Bam's going to be out however many weeks. But thank you for $4.99 from John Mullen. He said, Adam, front office have any role in this mess?
You mean aside from the signings? Like, did they go to practice and break Bam's finger? I don't. This is injuries to me. This is all injuries. So I don't agree, or I don't think they have anything to do with this. The Grinch down there thinks otherwise. That it was all Pat Riley and that he has signed guys to contracts that shouldn't have been signed. So,
I mean,
the Grinch, yes.
As constructed right now, this is not a team coming out the East as constructed right now. Simple.
Okay.
Even with
That's
the injury,
fine.
even if everybody's healthy,
If everybody's healthy, including
even
Victor
if everybody's
Oladipo,
healthy,
we
this
don't know
is
what he looks like.
As far as who?
Victor.
And that's what we're hanging our hat on. Like what we're
Which is a
going to see
concern
from
in
Victor
itself.
Oladipo. I feel like that's crazy.
Right.
I feel like that's
a concern
crazy.
that you're looking for Victor Oladipo, who you have no idea how he's going to play, to determine whether or not you are a contender. I'll go a step beyond that. I don't care what Victor Oladipo looks like. They're not coming out of the East looking like this. If Victor Oladipo is 50% what he was, 75%, not coming out of the East.
I agree. You got to find that there's a lack of athleticism, number one, on this team. The shooting doesn't look the same as how it has in previous years. I mean, I'm not confident with the shooting on this team either. The drives to the basket outside of Jimmy, I mean, we're ranked like Kendall 29th in drives to the basket this year. I mean, we got to figure something out. We have to move a piece or get something in a buyout and maybe make something shake. But as constructed right now, this is not a team coming out the East.
I don't agree with your shooting example. It's just, I think it was Christian Hernandez of Miami Heat who told us on a Spaces that the league as a whole, its shooting is down. And I think once you get to the playoffs, it won't matter. We're only running 7 or 8 guys max. And 2 of those are going to be Tyler, and let's say Duncan can get back to just being average from 3. Those 2 would be guys that you will be in your rotation in a 7-8 man rotation in the playoffs. So the shooting, I don't think is a problem.
I disagree mainly because you were hanging our hat on Duncan getting back to average of what, Duncan, or what, league average? Because right now,
of league average, and we should expect that. When you're being paid $18 million a year, your expectation would be to be average at the very least.
I mean, we have a 21 game sample size right now.
They're giving out 18 million for people being average.
That's the concern.
Bro, hey,
bro, I could be average.
I can spot up.
Listen, okay, but I was gonna throw this question to Adam, but you just got your words in with threat, so I'm gonna throw this to Alana. In terms of what we're looking at, like our power rotation, Bam's gonna be out for the next couple of weeks. Should we expect much more of this, or like an improvement? Like, are there any positives to take out of what this stretch can provide this team with Bam?
Positives? No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't see a world in which like Bam being out produces any positives. I think that certain guys might get a chance to like flex certain muscles that maybe they wouldn't have been able to with Bam in. I think Dedmon might show us a little bit more. really don't want to see KZ out there. I don't understand why he got Tick over Yurt, to be honest, even though Yurt's obviously not ready. I don't know. But like I was saying, without everyone in and healthy and firing on all cylinders, no one can figure it out. So they're going to have to do that, because if Bam's out for 6, 7, 8 plus weeks, then I mean, if it's Jimmy, if it's Kyle, if it's Tyler, if it's everyone, like someone, they all need to collectively step up, because I am done having faith that like one guy will step up at a time. It has to be everyone or it's not going to work. So I don't know. I mean, I do think, I forgot who said it already because my memory is trash, but like, yeah, guys off the bench will give it their all. They're not going to give up. Strus isn't going to give up. Gabe's going to go hard. It's just not going to be enough.
Yeah, I think you made a really good point about like during this entire stretch, Jimmy's not going to be out the whole time. So Jimmy's going to be back and he's going to be a part of this group. Kendall, do you see this as kind of like the aberration game in this stretch without Bam, or should we expect much more of the same going down the road?
Bro, I can't call it, because for it not to be, in my opinion, right now, that means that Jimmy Butler is going to get ran into the ground, playing so hard, having to do so much to be, like Adam said, the MVP of the league, to keep this team afloat. He getting paid like it, yes, and I think he can do it night in and night out, but long-term wise, it's not ideal. So
I agree. It's not we're talking about a couple guys getting ran to the ground. The guys who subbing in to play the 5, PJ Morris. I mean, those guys are going to get ran to the ground too. Dedman, he's already on his last legs.
Morris been out for a couple of days. He's rested.
So, yeah, but people today were speaking about Morris coming in, when he comes back to play that 5 spot. And the reason why Bam is hurt right now is because he's at the damn 5 spot. I just feel like we've been wearing him down too. This is his 3rd injury with him being at the 5 spot.
Sure, but neither of those responses answered my question. Should the Heat expect to do much more of the same? No, Adam, you shut up. I'm asking the 2 guys who didn't answer my question.
Well, I want to ask them a question too.
Well, they got to answer mine first before you can ask them anything.
That's fine. I'm just holding my mic.
That's what I'm saying. Getting ready to talk. You got 3 people in front of you. You can mute yourself again.
Yes, sir.
Kendall, are they going to do much more of the same, or is this what we're going to or are we going to see improvement during the stretch without Bam?
Well, the stretch without Bam, we're definitely going to see improvement, because
even with Jimmy
players. So yeah, with Jimmy it's going to be improvement because Jimmy Butler is a damn good basketball player. So we're going to definitely look better. So,
thank you. Right.
No problem, my brother.
I mean, we're at the damn floor. It can't get any much worse than this. I mean, the only way the only place to go is up. I mean, we're gonna look better, but I don't know by how much. Not by much, probably.
I mean, can we do enough to win games without Bam?
Oh, yeah, we'll win enough games. We'll win some games. I probably got us sitting around 500 by the time Bam. Hopefully, I pray.
All right, I'm gonna force some positivity at your ass today, sir. Jonathan, can you throw up those donos for me so I can get them out of the way before I let Adam take over the show? Thank you, Weird Pastor's Kid, for the $4.99 dono. He's a healthy team that's taking over the show, in my opinion. A healthy team, we're a championship team. With injuries and the limited production of Kyle and Duncan, we're a lottery team. Without LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the Lakers are a lottery team. With LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they are barely a playing team. Thank you, Nicholas Quintana, for the $2 dono. He said Dumpkin robbed us, son. I like that. It's pretty nice. Thank you, William Tucker, for the $5 dono. He said, with the East being the way it is, do you think it is over already? No. It's November or December now. So, Adam, the floor is yours. Y'all see what I did there?
Shut up. Mr. Grinch, are you suggesting that there are some dead roster spots on the team?
What do you mean by dead roster spots?
You know what I mean.
Are there guys? Oh.
Are there
Dudu. Basura. El Garbaggio.
I don't want to say I don't want to say there's when it comes playoff time, there's not going to be I feel like there's not going to be too many of that. But I just don't know if there's enough talent. I don't want to say that they're garbage, not NBA caliber, who are going to be in the rotation, but there's not enough quality talent.
You're saying it without saying it.
Am I though? Because I don't expect to see.
You are, sir.
I don't expect to see guys like KZ playing. I don't expect.
They're not garbage. They're just bad. They're just not good NBA players.
I mean, I thought so about one player, but he's showing me that maybe he could hold us down a little bit throughout the regular season.
You're talking
which
about
is
Max Strus?
Gabe Vincent.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
But Max Strus is not playable in the playoffs.
What about UD?
Oh God.
Hey man.
Somebody choosing violence on the show. Didn't you say you only had one question?
This is the one question.
I mean,
it's a follow-up.
It's not. It's just the extension of the one question.
UD stuck on the roster, man. It is what it is. I mean,
if they don't give that man his shares,
I don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, what assets do we have to move outside of Duncan? Really, honestly,
you could trade.
We're not losing because UD's on this roster. Like, give me a fucking break. That's the dumbest argument I've ever heard. So
I'm not saying that, but I do think
sounds like that's exactly what you're saying. Actually,
thank you, William Tucker, for the $5 dono. He said, with Jimmy Morris and Bam out, where is the scoring going to come from?
Through Morris in there.
Okay, we sorry, bro. We sorry. We appreciate your money, bro. You just
I was gonna say he gave us money.
Yeah, we appreciate
never donating again.
He just cut us a little bit off guard.
Unsubscribing right now.
Woo! Shit, that was great. Oh man, I forgot what I was going to say, Doc.
He's on his way to Heat beat Miami right now.
Man, tell you. All right, so let's talk about some other people outside of the guys who we've already talked about. Let's talk about Martin, because look, at first I thought it was all smoke with the guy. Like, everybody just was blowing smoke up his ass, but now it's starting to be something there. Like, for me, like I'm getting to the point where I feel like that he should be one of the real contracts at the end of this bench. Alana, tell me how you've been feeling about Caleb Martin over the course of the season and in this game individually.
I mean, he's giving it his all. He looks like he's fully bought into the system. I think that we're going to see more from him, not just like time-wise, but I think he's going to get better. I don't think he's going to help us all that much, but the problem is all these guys, Gabe, Caleb, even Dedmon, obviously, like, if our core is doing well, that's great. They will 100% help and they get us to that next level. The problem is without the core, they can only do so much, and it's not on them. They're not supposed to be Jimmy or Bam or Kyle or Tyler or even Duncan. So, I mean, I like what I'm seeing from him, and we can say the same thing for Gabe and Strus in small doses. It's just, unfortunately, it's not enough. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, if you would really want to like find a positive, then sure, but it's not going to help very much right now.
Killer, was it threat? Did you just say Strus not playable in the playoffs?
Like, yeah, I'm a Strus guy. Both are not. Both are not. I'm a Strus guy, and I'm rooting for Strus, and obviously I want him to take over that spot because I called it early in the season. But watching him play today, and not even just today, but mainly today, defensively, oh my God, they were going right at him. There were spurts in the game where I think they went at him maybe 4 consecutive times on the court, and that was tough to watch. I mean, he was getting abused out there. Effort can only get you so far.
Effort does only get you so far. I swear to God. But
someone's always getting abused on the court every game.
It's been like that for 3 years now.
No, I think being forced to start Duncan and Tyler out there did put the rest of the defense in a bit of a bind, and not having Bam to clean it up anyway. Could you put that donut back up for me so I can read it? Somebody, thank you for the $5. He says Stevie Wonder nailed as many threes as Duncan tonight. Gots to go. Victor Oladipo on one leg would have been better than that trash. Hey man, William Tucker, thank you for the $2 dono. He said, "LOL, you got me." But where are points coming from? They're supposed to come from Tyler Hero, and I believe that they will eventually come.
He said, "You got me," but answer the question.
All right, answer the question. Hey, bro, you learned from the best. Good job. Stick to your guns. I'm gonna switch this up on you a little bit. I throw this to Adam because Adam, I haven't asked you a question in a while. Of those guys, like those group of guys, of course, we don't believe that they're going to be on the playoff rotation. Which of them is most likely to be in the playoff rotation come time?
Of which three exactly?
Of Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus.
Caleb Martin. Caleb's the one guy that I feel like you can't pick on him completely. And the fact that he has probably the longest arms of all three of them tells me that he could be played in a DJJ role in the playoffs. Other than that, I don't want to see any of them.
Yeah, sure. But we're going to play this game. I think everybody's going to get a chance at this question. Same question, Grinch.
I didn't hear the question, so I'm sorry.
Out of Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, and Max Strus, of those three, which of them has the potential to actually get minutes in the playoffs? Like, you got to pick one.
I'm gonna go Gabe Vincent, mainly because shooting, and he can play a little bit of defense. I like Caleb Martin, but he's very, very hesitant to shoot the ball. He's very quick to put the ball on the floor. At least he gives us some athleticism, but I just feel like we already got too many slashers on the team as far as Jimmy goes and Bam playing in the paint. I just feel like we need to expand the shooting. So Gabe, I'm going to Gabe Vincent, man.
Kendall.
I would say Caleb Martin. Like Adam said, he has the longest arms on the court, and he's of the three, and he's also athletic. So I think that that's a plus as well. Like, he's the type of person that you don't really. He's never really in any actions. Like, he can offensive rebound, uses athleticism, try to do some putbacks. So if I had to put my eggs in any of those dirty baskets, I'm gonna go with Caleb Martin.
Alana.
I'm going with Gabe. I just feel like I trust him the most. Also, he had a little bit of experience in the Olympics, which I feel like is a bigger stage. So I feel like mentally, I have more faith in him.
That's something I didn't think about, like how much how the Olympic experience might be better for him in the big pressure moments as opposed to the other two who don't have any kind of experience like that.
I might actually switch to Gabe.
Yeah, like he played on a bigger stage. Like that's a pretty nice one. Fuck this game. Let's go on to the next one. So on Friday, the Heat take on the Indiana Pacers. They're going to Indiana. What happened last time we played Indiana? Oh yes, we fucking lost.
They beat us.
Yeah, in overtime, 102-91. How it got to 102-91 in overtime still blows my mind. But let's see how you guys feel about the next game. Adam, the boy feeling good?
In Indiana again?
Yeah, in Indiana.
What do you want from me?
I want you to answer the question.
This is torture. With Jimmy, it's going to be a really good – okay, with Jimmy, a really, really, really good and needed close loss. Without Jimmy, another blowout.
All right, threat. The boy feeling good?
Well, Royal, am I wrong in saying that the Heat have never lost a close game?
Yes, you are wrong to say that the Heat have never lost a close game.
Other than the Indiana game.
They lost 103-100 to the Washington Wizards this year.
Other than that one, too. Stop disproving my point.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm just telling you.
It feels like they always win the game or they get blown out.
It feels like that to you. It don't feel like that to me. Feel like that they lose every close game. Threat. The boy feeling good about the Heat versus Indiana?
I'm not feeling good about shit to do with the Heat. I'm gonna say that if Jimmy plays, we'll get the dub. Close, hard fought, real ugly game, low scoring. Get our defensive identity back a little bit. Jimmy doesn't play, they're blowing our shit out the water.
Kindle. The boy feeling good?
Fuck no. Them boys about to get their ass whooped. It is what it is.
It is
what it is. Nah, I mean, it might be closer, through like 2.5 quarters, 4 minutes left in the third. They're gonna get like 3-4 offensive rebounds, and then I forgot Buddy who stunned it the first time we Brissett. I don't remember his
Chris
first.
Duarte.
Nah, not Chris Duarte. Brissett, the other one.
Oh yeah, he
gonna hit that three. Crowd gonna go crazy. Legs gonna get to shaking, kneecaps gonna buckle, and then it's gonna be lights out for that. And we ain't winning that game, bro.
All right, could you bring out the dodo for me, please, Ray McClellan? Thank you, Jason Adeboale, for the $4.99 dodo. He said Kyle Cook, Duncan Cook, Spo might be cooked with his stubbornness and often rotations at times. I feel like that's so appropriate to come up right before I let Alana talk. Pat might be cooked. Shit, I might be cooked too. Hey, I'm feeling it, bro. I might be cooked too. Alana, I don't like what the rest of these boys talk about. The girl feeling good?
I'm feeling good. We're going to win. There's no way we can follow that awful game up with a loss. I'm sorry, Jimmy. No, Jimmy. We're taking it. Even if it's going to be ugly and it's going to be by 1 point, we're winning.
You know what, Alana? I thought that same thing after that Denver game. And then we came out here.
I did too, but then Bam went out. So I'm going to give that. That was I feel like more than anything, this team is struggling mentally, which I'm not saying it is an excuse. Like, your professionals get it together at some point, but the Bam thing, imagine being his teammate right now. Whatever. I'm going to let this one go. We're winning the next one.
Okay. Thank you, somebody, for the $2 dono. He said, dust off Haslam. Why not at this point? Let me put the comment up. Oh, there you go.
And if only we could see that video of him trying to catch that lob.
Listen, Tyler should be on the stand.
That's why.
Tyler should, bro, listen, bro. Somebody, I'm telling you, they squared up in the locker room, bro. How dare you do this to me? I am Udonis Haslam. Usually this is the part of the show where I say the Heat about to blow that shit out, but I'm feeling relatively honest with myself and my feelings today. Without Bam, ain't no way in hell we're going to do nothing with Indiana. We saw what big guys do to us, and then they have big guys.
Miles Turner and Sabonis.
Both of which are better.
KZ Akpala and Omar Yurtseven.
Dwayne.
Where's Michael Porter when you need him?
In Sioux Falls, the flight couldn't get here in time. Thank you, Jordan L, for the $4.99. Don't know. Said Duncan Robinson is the one white shooter in America struggling. God damn, bro.
My God.
He's not wrong, though.
Oh, my God.
That boy let it spray. God, what's up, bro?
End the show.
Nope.
Hell no. That's fire. A1-2.
Okay, but I think the Heat are gonna lose this game. Without Bam, just honestly, I don't see any way for us to deal with Miles Turner and Sabonis. We're gonna give it a good go, even with Jimmy. I think they'll put up a fight, but then I think they'll eventually lose because they're gonna get out rebounded, and this team is not great when they get out rebounded. So that's gonna wrap it up. I'll let y'all get y'all final thoughts on the game. Final thoughts, everybody. 2-3 lines. So let's start with Alana this time. Alana, final thoughts on this game or the next one?
What game? I don't know. There was no game tonight, as far as I'm concerned, and we're getting a dub.
I fucked with that.
I'm good.
Just a group of friends chilling, talking about a game that we all thought we saw.
Sure.
It's the Mandela effect, Alana. I feel you, bro. I know exactly what you're going through. Kendall, final thoughts.
Alana lying to y'all. We better get our ass whooped. She don't feel good.
This girl don't lie, for better or worse.
She don't feel good in her heart of hearts.
No, I feel great
get
tonight.
Our ass busted,
don't worry.
But just stay humble, stay grounded. Because better days on the way. Hopefully.
Friday night with the dub.
Thank you, Renee Blunt, for the $4.99 dono. He said, how doesn't it make sense to extend Jay Crowder? You guys wouldn't rather have Jay than Tucker? No. I would not, to be perfectly honest with you. I'd rather have PJ Tucker. Troy, damn it. Once an
episode. At least once an episode.
I almost had it. I went the entire episode thinking about it. That's why it happened to me.
I respect it. Nah, but only thoughts, man. Trade Duncan for 2 or 3 pieces. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one swap.
Adam?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
My final thoughts are Adam Barai is completely goddamn useless on streams. I just want to put that out there. You gonna say something for real?
See y'all in 45 days.
Look at this motherfucker. Thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to everybody on the panel not named Adam Barai, Alana Tahauer, Kendall, and my boy Threat. We'll see you guys next Wednesday if there's a game. If it isn't a game, then we'll see y'all for a regular episode. But it seems like we've been lining up a lot of episodes around games, and I'd rather us just sit around and have a conversation for once again. So we're gonna try and we're not gonna try. We're just gonna follow the fucking schedule. But when it ain't no game, we'll be talking. So we will see y'all for the post-game crew. We'll see y'all on Friday. Play the video, Jonathan.
We gonna let the band deal with this.
Jimmy Butler puts the Heat back up by 1. Adebayo flipping it up and in. Tyler Hero from way downtown. Fantastic play for the first-time All-Star. Hero for 3. Yes!
This guy.
That's a tough shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
Led the league in blocks last year, 4th this year.